Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am in a new cozy corner, in a different cozy corner. This is actually the trailer that we just bought. It is a 2022 Micro Mini Winnebago, and it's a 2100 BH, meaning that it's 21 feet and it's got 2 bunk beds along with like a full-size bed. It's supposed to be a queen, but it's really more of like a full-size bed. So I decided to go ahead and do a little haul today because one, we're super excited about having this new space to go camp and do all the cozy things that you like to do at camping, right? Like sitting around a fire, looking under the stars, being in nature, and just being with family. So our little home away from home. So we have been doing some shopping to get some things purchased and allow us to start getting things ready to go, along with grabbing things that we already have in the house, so that we can also free up some of the clutter in the house. So it's kind of nice to be able to do that. But I got really excited about the stuff that we got, so I thought I'd do a little haul and show you guys what we got for our trailer. So I don't really have a plan for what I want to show first. So I'm just going to go ahead and maybe grab what's in front of me. But we did have to get sort of like kitchen items, some bathroom items, and bedding and things like that. So that we are second owners of this trailer. And so the previous owners did leave us some things like some hooks, like a toilet paper roll holder, paper towel holder, things like that. So we don't have to purchase those. We've got some hooks around because, you know, storage is what it is in trailers. And this is on the smaller side, being a micro mini. So we had to do the best with what we got. So going to Daiso, because Daiso is like this cute little Japanese store that has inexpensive things and small things. So needing to get small things to fit nicely in this space, because the bathroom is a pretty good size for this trailer, but it's also still a trailer. So the bathroom is kind of small. The bunk bed areas are small too. They're more like cot size, definitely not twin size. So we had to get things like cot size mattress covers and things like that to accommodate that. So I will, without further ado, just kind of grab things that I found, and down the road, as we start to actually decorate the trailer and utilize these things and put them in their place, you'll start to see how they all fit in. Maybe a lot of the stuff we won't keep. I don't know yet. So we just have to kind of see what works with our space. And we did have to keep in mind the items that we would need when we do go camping, and we'll want to, you know, cook, and what we need for our hygiene and sleeping and all that good stuff. So because it's just in front of me, the first thing I want to show you guys are the plates and the bowls that we bought. So we bought this Corel set, and we got it at Walmart. And we got this because even though they are glass, they're not plastic, they are very heavy duty. My husband, who works at a fire station, this is what they use, and they haven't broken on them. So we like the idea of eating from glass versus plastic, you know, as much as we can. And the idea of this not breaking, especially as the trailer starts to move and things accidentally fall out of place. We are, again, new to this trailer, so there could be some trial and error as we get used to putting things where they should be, and, you know, moving things as we start to drive off. So this is pretty heavy duty in that sense, but also hopefully not adding too much extra weight. So I thought these were cute. They were simple, and I like the idea of them lasting. And yeah, there's 4 of us. So 4 dinner plates, 4 appetizer plates, and 4 soup cereal bowls. So here we are. And because it just happens to be sitting right next to me, I bought this cute little faux plant. It's from Ross, because I just thought it was something cute to decorate with. We've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on people who own their own, you know, trailers and RVs, and just the little touches like this. They don't have to be much, they don't have to be big, but it just helps to give it more of a cozier environment. And, you know, we love cozy on this channel. So I got this cute little faux plant. In my mind, I plan to keep it on the table where you guys are totally just sitting on right now. But this is where I plan to put it. Who knows? It can move around. I can get another one, but this is where I'm starting. So just something a little bit cozy like this to add a little bit of color other than the grays and the greens and whatever else is in here. So another thing that we got, this one we got at Walmart as well, but it's a strainer. And what's nice about this one is that it pops open. So as far as storage goes, this will store flat nicely in our drawers. So, and we eat a lot of pasta in this family. My kids love pasta. So definitely that's going to be something that we're going to need to be able to still have on the menu, and having a strainer that is, I guess, collapsible like this. Oh, and also, you know, for our fruit and stuff too. We love our fruit. So having something like this is going to make things easy and packaged nicely. So one of the biggest things to consider when you have a small space, whether it's a tiny home or an RV or a trailer like what we have, or you just like not having a lot of extra stuff sitting around, something that's small like this. So this is just a small multi-spice little container of spices. And what's nice is I imagine I can reuse it and refill it with things from home. But I just thought, you know, having all the spices in one place was really nice. Here, I'll hold it up a little bit closer. This we also got at Walmart, but basically allowing all of our spices to be in one place. Especially a lot of these are, you know, we use a lot salt and pepper, obviously, but just a nice space saver while still being able to have it. I mean, this isn't very exciting, but we just got these also at Walmart, these Rubbermaid Tupperwares, just for our to-go, or just if we're bringing stuff from home and that's sort of pre-cooked or pre-washed and we want to be able to store it easily. And these are stackable, so that was also something that we're looking for as well. So that's what these are for. Very exciting. I think there's one more as well that we got with a smaller size, so that we have plenty. So we do have a pretty decent size fridge and freezer. I will show that to you guys here. But with that said, ice. So this will allow us to make ice, these ice trays. This came as a 2-pack. This was also from Walmart. It's a Sterilite brand, but I mean, will we need both of these? I don't know, probably not. Like the freezer it's a good size for a trailer, but it's not big by any means. So maybe just one of these to just then have to refill. But yeah, you know, who doesn't love ice? Us Americans, we love ice. Okay, so this is exciting. So another thing that my husband and I plan to do for the girls' bunk areas is to get tension rods and give them like privacy curtains for their bunk areas, because right now it's just open. And so we will hem these so that they're short enough, because we needed to find ones wide enough, and the small curtains weren't quite wide enough, even though the length was good. So we just found some that we liked, and we're just going to go ahead and hem them, and that way they'll have their own little section of privacy for themselves. You guys ready for the most exciting thing of all? The toilet bowl brush. And we got this also at Walmart, I believe. Yes, Walmart. And so just to, you know, keep the toilet clean. But we wanted something that was a bit low profile because, again, the bathroom space isn't huge. So this just, you know, you still have to have a nice, clean, sanitary space. So this toilet bowl cleaner, I know, so exciting. So this was just the other set of the Rubbermaid takeaway containers that we got. So they're smaller, as you can see, just varying sizes. So we got those. Based on all the YouTube videos that we watched, a must-have for an RV trailer owner would be command strips. So we got these also at Walmart, and we got them for up to 20 pounds. There's different like weight bearing capabilities, but we just grabbed a pack, and you know, we'll have them on hand as needed. But it's good to, instead of drilling holes in the wall or anything like that, you can just hang things, whether it's pictures or hooks, onto the walls of the trailer. Oh yes, we had to get a cute little cutting board. This was also from Walmart. So this is nice because I like cutting on a wood versus plastic. It's healthier for you. It harbors less bacteria, in the cutting board itself. And of course, the size is perfect. You know, it's a nice small size. There's my head. So this will store nicely in our small kitchen. And then another thing that we got at Walmart, I believe this was the last thing, was some just simple silverware, because obviously we got to eat. So this way we just have our own set that we'll keep in the trailer. All right, and then last night we went to Ross to get some more items. We actually went to Daiso and Ross last night. So this is the stuff that we got from Ross. The first thing I'll show you is just these extra, they call them portrait lights, but these are just extra lights for us to hang around the trailer. And the reason why we like these is because they're dimmable. They have a remote, which is always nice, but they are dimmable and they have the remote. So we do really like that. The lights in the trailer are nice and bright. They're LED, but there's only one setting and it's bright. So to have the ability to make the lights dimmer in here, especially maybe as we're starting to wind down for the day, would just be really nice to have that option. And so these will give us that. Some more kitchen utilities. Got a can opener and a peeler because, you know, we'll just need to be able to get the cans and we got to peel something. So it's nice to have these as an option as well. Found ourselves a pretty big knife. This is really long actually. So this will obviously be for cooking, for whatever items we need. So got to have a knife. My husband's always thinking about fire safety. So another thing that we got was this fire blanket. We found this at Ross. So this will be, you know, around the trailer wherever we need it so that we can have access to it in case there's an emergency. Well, my husband is an EMT fire captain. I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. So you got to have a first aid kit. You should have a first aid kit anyways, regardless of your occupation. But we did find this at Ross and it had a good number of things that one would need for just some first aid while being out and about. So found this and it looks pretty substantial while also not being terribly large, but safety first. And another thing to add to like the coziness and the hominess of this space is a rug. This is I want to say area rug, but it's not really. I guess it's kind of like it's accent rug they call it. But what's nice about this, sorry, I'm trying to get it. What's nice about this is it does come with two. There's a smaller one, but it's rubber on the back, so it should stick nicely and stay put. But it's also pet friendly because, you know, Thor is going to be coming with us, of course. Pet friendly, high traffic durability. So it's going to be in the middle of our trailer where there's going to be a ton of traffic because there's really nowhere else to walk. And then easy care. So these are machine washable, which to me is huge. And these will easily fit because of the measurements there. I'll show that to you. Sorry, it's backwards. But I thought it was kind of cute. It's going to bring some brightness because of the whites, but it also does tie in some of the natural colors that are already here within the trailer. So my husband actually picked this one out, but we thought it was a good one to hopefully help tie in everything that we have bought so far as decor and then just whatever's going to be showing. Oh, I'm joined by my friend Thor here, my dog son. Hi, Bubs. All right. So we'll continue on here. Oop, careful, no, do not go on the table. Stay here. I want to continue with, well, I may have to jump around just because now that Thor is here, he's kind of in the way of things. So let me grab the next item. So today my husband went over to Marshall's and he grabbed this hand dustpan and broom. This is going to be very handy, especially as we bring in any sort of dirt or anything like that. And just to be able to quickly sweep it up will be really helpful. So, and you know, it's small, so it can store pretty nicely. This we found at Walmart. So continuing back to Walmart, this bath mat, it's actually folded in half. Oh, there we go. This bath mat that we found in Walmart to just keep, you know, help brighten it up in here. And also it's like nice and soft and it'll feel nice on our feet when we get out of the shower or using the bathroom. And it should hopefully fit inside that space. So nice and soft from Walmart. Along with cleaning, we did get this taller broom and dustpan set. This we got at Ross last night. This is nice because you don't have to bend over to sweep things into the dustpan, Plus it's got these combs on here to clean the broom off with. And again, it's on the smaller side because there were several of them and some of them are pretty big. This is on the smaller side, so should fit nicely here in the trailer. So continuing on with Ross, I found this cute oven mitt set. Now it is fall themed. I am fully aware. Here, I'm gonna scoot you. I am fully aware it's fall themed, but I mean, who doesn't love fall year round? I certainly don't mind it. But what's nice is it's got the grippy. You could see how it's shiny. That's the grippy. So it like holds on really well. It's not slippery. And you know, my hands fit in it nicely. My husband tried it out. His hands fit in it as well. And what's nice is the smaller size of it. So, and it's got these little rings to be able to hold them up. So I thought that this was cute. And we got this at Ross. Here it is. It's Mint and Ivy is the brand. There you go. So yay, fall year round. So this is going to be a mix of Daiso and Ross because I kind of threw everything in one bag. I don't know if you guys are aware, Ross, you know how they give like those giant bags. So I kind of threw everything in there just for ease. And also Thor is now on my lap. He's so cute. Okay. We got a couple of these drying racks. These are again from Daiso. It's not food, Thor. It's from Daiso. And they open up and roll out, well, you know, I guess sort of more unfold over the sink. So you can dry your dishes on this over the sink without taking up more space. It's like a dish drying bucket or rack. We've had these in the past and we really like them. We have one on our sink at home now in our house, and it's just really nice for saving counter space, but still being able to dry things because in the trailer, there's no dishwasher. So things will air dry or towel dry. But anyways, it's a folding drainer is what it's called, and we got it from Daiso. All right, sticking to kitchen appliances, we got this at Ross, but they're just utility shears so that we can cut, you know, food items or packages containing food items. I like to keep my kitchen shears separate from like normal scissors for everyday use. And so having just a pair for the trailer is going to be really nice. And it has a cover for it as well. So to keep it from, you know, cutting things or just keeping like the drawer safe from any scratches. When it's KitchenAid. Some more Daiso items. We got this little rubber, it's a silicone sponge holder, and it goes, as you can see, this part goes along the base of the faucet, and that way it will allow us to hang our sponge without being in the way or just sitting in the sink itself, and it still allows us to have that space to use the sink. The sink's actually pretty decent size, so I'll show you what that looks like here. So yeah, so this fits a sponge, a scrubbing brush, or a small brush, but this we thought would be really nice and very helpful. Another item that we got, this is for the bathroom. Well, it's technically, it looks like it's a sponge holder, and it's got the suction cup on it, also from Daiso. My husband might have gotten it for his bars of soap that he uses for the shower, but also very low profile with the suction, so nothing permanent. Yeah, it allows the soap to drain nicely. Because I don't know about any of you, my husband uses bars of soap, and I hate sorry, Thor's on. I hate the residue that it leaves when it's sitting like on a tray. So I really wanted him to get something where he could just like put it in something that was specifically for the soap so that inside the shower wouldn't get like the residue that soap tends to leave. So I had mentioned to you guys that we want to do like tension rods with curtains for each girl's bunk. So we found these at Daiso, that these go on the wall, and the tension rod, the end of it's just going to rest nicely right in this little nook on both ends. So we got for each girl, we found these at Daiso. Another item that we found at Daiso is this little container. It also comes with the suction hooks as well. This could be for the sink or it could be for the shower. I actually don't remember what we got this for, but luckily it could be used for both so multi-use, but also not having to drill anything, and it's you know, a smaller size. So also from Daiso. And let's see. Okay, so my husband got these KitchenAid knives, so a larger set for more versatile cooking. And we got these at Ross also, so we thought that these would be cute and useful. And what's nice is they each come with their own cover too, which is really helpful with being, you know, in a moving vehicle. I use tongs almost every day when I'm cooking in my kitchen in the house. So to have a pair of tongs for the trailer was a must. So these are also from Ross. They're from Just Cook, and they're stainless steel tongs, and they're just two sizes. So I thought they were pretty, and why not throw a little bit of color and glam in our glamping. All right, and then also from Ross, we got these measuring spoons and measuring cups. What I liked about these was how they can really sit, you know, and sit within each other. So just again, a time-saving thing, always measuring stuff. So to have a set all on its own in the trailer, it's going to be really helpful as far as not having to move things in and out. So this is Brookstone, I believe. It's kind of covered by the sticker. But I thought that these would be nice. Yep, Brookstone. So measuring spoons and measuring cups. And then to protect the bottom of the sink, I did purchase this. This is also from Ross. And you just sort of cut out where the drain is. Actually, you could probably just, I mean, I say that because in the picture they do, but you'll probably just have it go over the drain, and that's okay too. But this is just to protect the stainless steel of the sink, and to you know, give it some of that grippiness for like plates and things that might end up in there. But I thought that this was good. We didn't want to get clear. It was a contender, but my husband did mention that it would show all the yucky, so we went with like a darker gray color. And my husband did buy these airtight containers. They're from Saffron and Grove Kitchen. And actually, the purpose of this is not so much for storing food, though, you know, we could use one of them for that. But really, he wanted one of these to cover up the thermostat there. The cover comes off very easily. It is a touch screen, and it's right next to the upper bunk. And so as your kid is going up and down that bunk, that gets knocked down a lot. A lot of the forums say that. And so my husband wanted to put this over it to keep it protected. So he's going to finagle something with this. And if it doesn't work, then we've got some extra food containers that we'll leave probably in the house unless these can collapse low enough and stack well. This is easier for me to show in this angle, but we did get Thor a dog bed. It's low profile, and we got this at Ross. It's a pet mat. I don't know, Kensington Kennel Club is the brand, and this actually fits real nicely under the table here. So if he does end up sleeping on this, it's memory foam, which is also going to be really nice for his joints. And you know, the gray will help cover up any dirt, and he's black, so his fur will you know, not show so much on this either. But if he does end up, you know, wanting his own little space, he's got it under the table if he's not sleeping in the bed with us at night. But this I wanted to show you guys. And as I mentioned before, I know I'm standing up now because it's just easier. But as I mentioned before, for the girls' bunks, they're more of like a cot size, or not like a twin. So we did buy some of these cot-sized covers. One's gray and one's white. We got these on Amazon, and so we'll cover their bed bunks with that. They have a mat in the bunk. You guys saw that in the clip earlier, but we are putting a memory foam topper on top of those just to make them more comfortable. And then we'll cover the whole thing with these fitted sheets that are close enough to the size that their beds are. And then we have a king bed at home, so I needed a new fitted sheet to fit the bed in the trailer here. So we got a full size. It's just a white sheet. Got it at Walmart. What's nice about this is that we were able to just buy a fitted sheet. We didn't have to buy a whole sheet set because I just planned for us to use the pillows and pillowcases we have at home. And then as far as a blanket goes, I've got a really cool blanket I'll show you guys in just a second here to cover, along with a comforter over that. So but the fitted sheet is what we needed. So I just grabbed a fitted sheet from Walmart for a full size. Then we also wanted some dedicated towels for the trailer. So we got 4 of these white towels. They're pretty soft, and everyone each will have their own. And so these ones we'll keep here in the trailer instead of getting them mixed up with the ones that we have in the house. And of course, we can always, bring some over from the house if we need to. And then Thor will have his own not white towel. But we did get 4 of these because they're pretty thin, but also soft, and they feel like they'll do the job. And again, they're from Walmart. I already washed them, so I don't have the tag, but the price point was fine. So yeah. Well, I'm back in my cozy corner because I wanted to show you guys the blanket that I plan to use on our bed in the trailer for my husband and myself. And the reason why I'm even showing you guys this is because this is the blanket. It's obviously it's folded up, and it's very soft, it's cozy, it's nice and thick. And this blanket is actually really special because it's from Korea. And when we lived in Korea, when I was a lot younger, we bought this there, and I just absolutely love it for the fact that it's just been in the family for a long time, probably like 30 plus years. And it's, nice and cozy, and it's held up. So to have this come on our trips is going to be a lot of fun, just to have it there, because it's not very big, as far as it's probably more of like a queen size. So it would work well there. But here's the tag I want to show you guys. So there's the tag. It's Korean. It says VIP mink. VIP mink. It's not real mink, but it's let's see, Sanghyung Somyu. I don't know what that means. I can read Korean. I took Korean school when I was little. My sister and I both did, actually. And that was really great because it taught me how to read Korean, which I can do fluently. But I don't know what I'm reading unless it's a word that I know. My vocabulary could be way better. But anyway, for those who don't know, I am half Korean and half white. My mom is Korean, and so we did live there for a little bit when my dad was stationed there in the Air Force. And then again, growing up, wherever we moved, we'd find a Korean school to learn Korean. And it was really great too, because we got to be immersed in that culture around those people, which I really love. I feel like Koreans feel very homey to me. So I feel like a connection to them for obvious reasons. But yes, so this blanket is from Korea, and it's also really special too because around that time, my mom's sister and at one point her parents like lived with us too, and so I just have really fond memories of being with them. My grandparents on my mom's side, they've both since passed. So it's just I don't know, it just brings that back as well, like the pattern, and just the fact that it's one of those thick blankets. So this is going to go in the trailer with us, and I'm so excited because look how cozy it looks. And so it's going to just be like I'm being hugged by my Korean family every time. Well, you guys, that's all that I had to show you today. I did purchase a lamp from Amazon that is like a rechargeable lamp that's wireless that I am going to put on the table here in this dinette area, probably with the plant that I got. I'm going to have to see, and maybe I'll show you guys like how it looks once everything's done. Now it's a total mess because I have all the stuff that we bought everywhere. But once I get it done, I'll show you guys what that looks like. I'm excited because the lamp is like a brass, it's like a brass stand with like a white lampshade. So that's going to be dimmable, which will be nice to give a nice ambiance in here so we don't have to rely on those really bright LED lights. But I am going to end it here. Thor is getting a bit warm. It is warming up in here, so I'm going to take him out. But thanks so much, guys, for watching. I'm excited to be on this other adventure with you, along with our normal coziness and fall adventures and holiday adventures that will go on as well. But this will be an exciting one for us and our family. I'm just so excited to be able to have the ability to have a home away from home. It just really feels good with my anxiety as well to have a space that I can go to that's familiar and comfortable. So I just want to, thank you guys so much for hanging in there, for watching. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys along. And until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.